Hi guys, Grudy's Racing Resto. Some tail shaft woes for you here. Always like to share the ups and downs. Right, client's car. New customer car anyway, 323. Not bad, two-door, slick top, factory manual. Needs a few things done underneath. Needs some lollipop bushes, needs a left-hand shock. No, just normal stuff. M20 car, usually have a few leaks. It's usually rock cover, half moons at the back of the rock cover that are leaking. This one had a seal leak from shift shaft seal. I've cleaned all the linkage setup up, and I have put another gear stick in it. It has a ZF stick, so it's nice and tight now. Had a brand new Glebo put on it 12 months ago, along with a fully built tail shaft from the old Adelaide tail shaft services. Jimmy was always really good. I never had any issues with Jimmy. The customer has complained to me and told me that there's a vibration they couldn't get rid of. So, as most of you that watch Grudy's Racing Resto's videos, you realise that I'm the guy that seems to get the jobs no one else can sort out. I'm happy with that, because I have the mind for it, and I'm happy to sort them out. So what we did was, there was two lumps, see the polish mark right there, behind the centre bearing? Right, there's a weight on the right hand side there, and opposing it there was two lumps of lead dropped onto this tail shaft, which was supposedly for balance. Now, what I did was, I have this, which is a reconditioned rear half that I slotted onto this, because I was unsure about the way that they balanced it by adding more weight to the opposing side of an already weighted side. So I thought, nah, let's run it up. We ran it up with that in, and then I clocked it 180 degrees. Now when I first ran it up, so pulled shaft out, put the shaft back in, put a locating bush in the front of the tail shaft, because I thought it might have been that. Then, that made it a tad better. Then we put this one in, ran it up. It was pretty good, but it still had a little vibration about 100. So it moved the vibration from 60 to 80 to 90 to 100, but less. And then I clocked it 180 degrees, so it's pulled him out, turned him, put him back in, and it got worse. So it told me that my rear half's pretty good, but not as perfect as I wanted. So then I put it down to this shaft that was put in this car not being balanced correctly. So I ground the weights off, put it back in the car. I have just spun up to 180 kilometers an hour without any wheels on, with no major vibration. So what I did was, I leave it on the hoist. To make it a little easier, I didn't put the exhaust back on. Just start up quickly, spin it up, and in fifth gear at 60 to 80 k's an hour it was perfect. Around 100 kilometers an hour was perfect. I gave it a little stab, went up to about 170 odd, and not a vibration issue. So sometimes you have to question the professional shop's work. I have people question my work, by all means, that's their problem. If you've got a question, and look, if I don't do something right, someone's got to find it. So yeah, this is what I do, is I pick apart other people's work, and I always welcome other people to do the same to me. The only way you're going to learn is if you learn from your mistakes. I made many mistakes in my career, so yeah, what I'd pictured was, there was this, and then there was, I should have taken a video beforehand, there was a lump here and a lump here, and they were big. One was like the size of my thumb, the other one was the size of the end of my finger. They were chunks. So yeah, now it should drive lots better. So a little bit of info for your, so Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday night. Just because the tail shaft mob gives you back a brand new tail shaft, or what looks brand new, doesn't mean it is. I actually had a tail shaft for a client's car. Hold on. Yeah, for a client's car that was in a big cardboard tube, full, brand new tail shaft supposedly. It was all painted, had a sticker on it. If the client's watching, he probably knows, he'd know what I'm talking about. And to me, all it was a painted up tail shaft. It didn't have new unis. The rear one was tight, the centre one was loose like they normally are. Rear ones are usually always tight because there's no real suspension travel, so you find the rear uni tightens up. I put the tail shaft in, we didn't have any issues luckily. But it wasn't restaked, it was original. BMW tail shafts are staked, hold on. And when they get rebuilt, that's what happens. And that's all they can do in Australia, is weld a washer in to hold the uni in. Now there's a mob in America that actually bore the hole bigger and run a Nissan uni joint, and then they run little circlets. BMW tail shafts are a bit of a sore point. I'm pretty good at cutting and shutting them. I've actually got a 540 custom one I've got to build at the moment. But yeah, it gives you a bit of an idea. Sometimes you'll pay shops a lot of money and they'll make mistakes. We're all just human. I don't blame Jim. You know, like this is one that's Jim's actually done. That's why it's got a welded uni. And this one was really good. This was in a client's car. And I just keep this as a good test subject. So yeah. 5 times tail shaft in and out, and we've finally fixed the issue. So we'll go to next step and next step. You have a lovely night. Thanks for all your time.